Sup, everybody? Whew. See if anybody watches. But today I'm going to be talking about a few topics. One of which I see Chance attacking the police department and threatening to have them should be considered a threat and threatening police. So he should be able to be getting in trouble with the Akron Police Department, if you ask me. But what's up, everybody? So, I got a question for everybody, and it's caused a fight within my family. I have loaned money to my cousin for like gas money and shit, and he tells me he'll pay me back. Never paid me back. So when I go hang out with him, his girl, and her kid, and all that shit, we go to the store, and he bought me a couple things. Couple, maybe about $5 shy of what he owes me. But I call it even because you know what? $5 is, for the birds. I just, it's the concept of when you tell someone you're going to pay them back, pay them back. Well, after I told him we're even, I come home and he tells me that I need to pay him the $30, 30 plus bucks back that he spent on me. I said, dude, as far as I'm concerned, we're even for all for the money I gave you for gas. We're even. And apparently, I'm stealing from him. Um, I'm a piece of shit family member. But I'm sorry. I loaned you money for gas. You were supposed to pay me back. You bought something for me. We're even. Don't go telling people I stole from you. Technically, you're stealing from me. And to tell me that you're going to catch me, dude, over $30, that's kind of childish. As far as I'm concerned, Trent, we're even. I gave you gas money. You told me you'll pay me back. I agreed. Then I sent you the money. You waited until after I get home to tell me you want your $30 back. Well, we're even, Trent. We're even. And I have the receipts for when I sent you the money. So, as far as I'm concerned, Trent, we even. Because it'd be like, after you tell me you want the $30 back, me handing you the 30 and then taking it back and tell you you owe me $5 extra. Nope, calling it even. Piggy Smalls, that's actually kind of a clever name. On the other note, besides that, I watched some videos and saw that Chance is blaming everything on the cops now. Funny. No, it's a family member of mine that was demanding money. The whole concept. Ugh, fuck. No, my cousin a few months ago asked me for, well, not a few months ago, but last month asked me for gas money. I gave him gas money, went and hung out with them the past week, and he got me a couple things, and I told him we're even. Well, now he's demanding the money back, and I told him, well, then I want my money I gave you for gas back. And he tells me he doesn't owe me shit. And then I tell him, well, then I don't owe you shit. We're even. But after that, I learned, I got a neighbor who has a motorcycle. And he likes to rev his engine before he shuts it off, which is kind of annoying, but I ain't gonna do shit. I know I have family that has motorcycles, and I ain't got no problem with that. Do 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 do. Oh, after. Oh no, I don't need money. I don't. And there's a fucking bee. I don't need money. It was just a concept of I learned don't loan money to family because then they're gonna think because of family they don't got to pay you back. And my whole thing is if you tell someone you're gonna pay them back, don't go back on your word because that's a bitch move. Oh no, the only time I like hearing those engines rev is at fucking racetracks. I never said I had $30 for anybody. I just said that I'm done loaning people money. No offense. So how's everybody's day going? Oh God. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to invite people. If you come up on here, it has to be friendly, or I will kick you. I don't mind having people come in my live, but I just ask, we keep it respectful. I did. Unless it's not showing up for you guys. Because it shows it went for me. Unless it takes a minute. Let me try it another way. I'm gonna home screen, YouTube. There you go. No, we're not doing no OnlyFans. Oh shit, I should probably fucking exit there. Alright. Fix that. That echo is gonna annoy the living piss out of me. I grew my beard out because, well, honestly, don't know why. I don't believe in that shit. And because to post a link to my thing, I went to my personal YouTube and posted it in the comments, watch my own live to share the link. And it kind of stayed in the bottom corner, so it was like on repeat. No, the reason why I have the beard is because everybody knows me for the beard. Like, my mom, I went to my mom's house one day with a clean shaven face. Her fucking dog tried to fucking bite me because I didn't look like me. So I'm more known with the beard than without the beard. I've never had a homosexual experience. I guess you could say I have a baby face without a beard, and me personally, I don't like it. But I do need to go get it cleaned up, and I'm thinking here shortly, don't know when, I'm gonna go get it cleaned up and get a haircut and all that shit. Nope, never had a homosexual experience. But with that being said, I don't have a problem with those kind of with people who are LGBTQ, but I don't. With all due respect, I don't wanna. Good to stream. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Yeah, I just caught what you were saying. Cyrax like wronged you too.
For a while, I was friends with the guy, and just the way he acts with everything, I would be asleep. And okay, I my work, my kids come before all else, and he would call me at 3 in the fucking morning and expected me to sit there and listen to all his problems. And the minute I call him to talk to him about my problems, it's, oh, I gotta go, and then he hangs up. So,
what drew you to
he talks
Cyrax?
about, huh?
What drew you to be friends with him to begin with, though?
At first, it was more I felt sorry for him just because he looked like he needed friends, but now it's more.
Sorry, could you repeat that? You kind of froze for a minute.
What put what? Hold on a minute. I'm having a fucking brain fart at the second. What made me, kind of draw interest in being friends with him was I felt bad for him. He looked like he needed more friends. But then when you learn what the guy is really about, he's like two-faced. He acts one way, and then you slowly learn his true colors. And I can't be friends with someone who, can't take responsibility for his own actions. Hold on, I just got a text message.
So, like, do you live near him or anything?
No, he lives in Akron. He's like maybe 2-3 hour drive from where I live. No, I've actually on Schmecklecat. I don't know why Ed would live there. If I was Ed, I would have probably. I'm not threatening it, but I would have probably, checked myself into a mental asylum just for living with the guy.
So, like, did you and Cyrax like have common ground on like the music, like being juggalos or something like that, or was it like?
Yeah, that's where a lot of it played in too. But then,
So like,
huh?
I'm noticing a theme. Like juggalos like tend to be like child predators. Maybe that's why he thought
No,
you were
that's not
friends.
it. A lot of them will whoop your ass if you're a child predator.
You don't say. Because like I've noticed the trend here happens to be like a lot of people on YouTube are calling themselves juggalos, and then they get caught, diddling kids or being involved in a situation where they helped rape a kid, like Boy Blue.
Wait, Boy Blue did what?
He helped his buddy rape a kid.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
And then he's a representation of all the juggalos nationwide because he's the president of the Juggalo fan club.
Well, I didn't know any of that.
Well, it's common knowledge. It's out there. It's public records.
Well, I don't pay attention to Boy Blue. I haven't heard anything about him
But he's still well accepted and well liked in the Juggalo community and considered a Juggalo.
I wouldn't consider him one. If that's what he's into, I wouldn't consider him one.
He represents the national level of Juggalos in this country. He represents all Juggalos.
Well, he don't represent me.
He does, though. That's the thing. He represents all Juggalos. So Cyrax is just following Boy Blue, if you think about it. He was following the Juggalo commandments.
That ain't no Juggalo commandment.
I mean, the Hatchet
Kid
Man's pretty much
touching.
just a swastika, like, if you think about it.
I don't get how.
I mean, look, you got the legs pointed each all different directions, like, just like the swastika.
That's actually an interesting...
The arms and legs line up with a swastika.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, there's layers to this Juggalo thing that we're finding out, like Cyrax and Boy Blue. Are you familiar with, like, the whole, like, saga of Cyrax getting his name?
No.
Like, and it goes back to Juggalos again. He was hanging out with Juggalos, proclaiming himself. Well, actually, he would be a Juggalo because all the Juggalos I've ever met are degenerates, and they're doing all like slimy shit. Like, I've never met a Juggalo who's an upstanding person or actually has a genuine like good soul. Now that's just where I'm coming from on this. So this is how I'm looking at it. Like, Cyrax took the word of blue to heart, stole this other rapper's name who was going by Cyrax but spelt it with a P, then stole all those beats because the guy was actually affiliated loosely with ICP on a subsidiary to their record label to try to do his own thing in their spot. And then Cyrax stole all that music, and it got into this whole thing legally, like where he did really steal like an actual property owned by a subsidiary of ICP. So that's how that all started.
Oh, I thought he got his name from some fucking video game character.
No, it was the rapper took it from a video game character. It's meta. And then he sent dick pics to underage kids.
Yeah, that's when I told him to leave me the fuck alone.
Like, so how many years were you friends with him before that?
Before I knew everything, I would say about maybe 4, 5.
Damn. So you knew about the blind dude, though.
Blind dude?
Yeah, Billy.
Somewhat. I didn't always get involved in all that bullshit.
William of the Blind. That's what we called him.
Huh.
Yep. Cyrax snuck into his bedroom when they had a sleepover, pulled down his pants, and tried to drill his cock into his ass. And that's why he got
I'm
expelled.
about to lose my breakfast.
I mean, Boy Blue helped his buddy rape an underage girl. So Cyrax would just rape an underage boy. It makes sense.
I always knew there was something fruity about Cyrax.
Did he ever try to rub dicks with you?
Nope, you would never get the chance. But remember his ex, the recently departed Heather?
Did he kill her?
No,
Are you sure?
That I can say no because she was all the way in.
I figured like his family took turns poisoning her.
I think they corrupted her mind, if anything, at one point.
Like, I totally feel like Sally put antifreeze in her food.
I guess we'll never know. And if he did have anything to do with it, I'm pretty sure her baby daddy, Ricky, would, have had taken care of it.
Unless they were friends with Cyrax, because wasn't Tyrese Sneed like putting babies in one of them too? And him and Cyrax were buddies.
What I do know is Heather had told me things about him wanting her to put stuff up his butt. She's told me he wanted her to wear a strap on and fuck him in the ass. Stuff like that. But then yet, you had him, I would think it was last month or the month before that, go on video claiming that, him putting stuff up his ass, he was blackmailed to do it.
But why would he, like, I feel like he came to
I'm
you
not in no gang.
I feel like he came to you for protection for your gang. The Juggalo gang.
you know,
you got your cards, you got your juggling gear.
Huh?
You got your Joker cards and your juggling gear, you know. Everything Juggalos carry with them.
Most I have is a hatchet necklace and a few CDs.
Yeah. Like, I bet that reminds you of the times you and Cyrax used to hang out and listen to him before.
We've never hung out in person. I will say that right now. We've never hung out in person. And the one time I did show up to his house, it was because he said he could whoop my ass, and he said I was too pussy to show up to his house. So I showed up to his house, and he damn near fucking pissed his pants. And he started stuttering, and he was trying to be all friendly. And I told him, if you want to fucking fight, let's fucking fight.
And then what happened?
He pussied out, and he just started trying to be friendly, and he was like, oh, so what brought you here? And you could tell he was nervous.
Like, do you think he was nervous after the photos he sent?
What photos?
Do you think he might have felt
the ones to the kids? I didn't know when I showed up to his place. No, I've never seen it, and I don't want to see it.
Do you think he thought he was going to feel self-conscious when you showed up there to see like it, and it's all like contorted, fucking gnarly, gross, pimply, fucking pus-filled glory?
I don't want to know what he looks like underneath them clothes, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Like, when you went there, were you like at any moment afraid he was gonna have the stylist like stuck halfway through his dick hole, like flopping his dick at you through the door, like coming at you through the yard, like he did with what was that dude's name?
The guy he swung the bat at?
Yeah, but he would have swinging like a dick stylus at you. Do you think that was a chance?
No, he wouldn't have got the chance to get close to me.
Like, if he came out like completely pantsless, like naked from the waist down, with the stylus just hanging halfway through his dick hole, coming at you helicoptering, like, how do you think you would have reacted to that?
I would have thrown the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Marty did say Rax was like that when he got there, too, before he had to punch him. He came out there helicoptering his wang with the stylus sticking out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see, like, that's part of the layers of it. Like, Cyrax just does not know when to stop. Like, this time it was a bat, but last time it was a stylus hanging from his dick.
You know, I hope whoever, I don't know the guy's name, so that's why I'm saying whoever he attacked with that bat, I hope they get his ass, in jail. But, oh, wait. Knowing him, he'll like it because he'll have all the meat up his ass that he wants.
Well, the thing with Cyrax is, like, it's going to be difficult to get him put in jail because he is not his own legal guardian. His grandma's his legal guardian and collects a check on him, so, like, he's a ward of the state. Like, so it's like when a kid gets in trouble, like, the juvenile system really applies to him in those situations, which is fucked. Because the only way to really get him in big boy jail is to get him to show up to a real crime scene, like, and actually commit a crime. Like, a real crime, not just, like, a spurg out with the bat, which is just, like, simple assault. No, he needs to be caught in, like, how... Like, you got to tell him that there's, like, a fucking ice cream truck down the road from his house, and he needs to get caught, like, right there.
Yeah.
But, like, that fight you two had, like, was it a wrestling match?
No, I'm pretty sure it would have just took me one punch to knock the kid out, though.
But, like, I thought there was a video going around, like, a wrestling match or something. Like, you guys would have, like, WWE style promos thrown at each other.
No, that's more him. I just told him he needs to stop talking shit or get hit.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if it was like really going to be like a match, like, you know, CZW style, where like barbed
No,
wire
I
bats and buttholes.
think if I were to fight him, I think it would be more MMA because I would have put his ass into a submission and I would have choked him the fuck out. And I would have put him to sleep.
Oh, that makes more sense. But yeah, Schmeckle Cat wants to know where's his $30 at.
I don't have 30 bucks for everybody, but
who is this? Is this a co-host?
No, I don't know, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt to see what they have to say.
Hold on, I got to see if this is another professional co-host here.
This is Tony's bodyguard, and he's he's telling you Swagnito to leave him alone.
Swagnito will never leave Tony alone. Yeah,
he's gonna put his dick in your peanut butter if you don't, Swagnito. So you better watch
that motherfucker. Better watch out. I'm gonna destroy the world's supply of peanut butter. He'll never be able to do what he did to Randy ever again.
He's gonna roll that electric wheelchair over your kneecaps if you keep fucking around, buddy boy.
Oh, I'm gonna take all the batteries.
I'll be back, Swagnito. Don't test me.
You tell Tony this. Come at me. Ah! Ah!
He left. I don't want to know what that's about, but that's some funny ass shit.
You don't want to get involved with this dude. Tony, he's no joke, man. Like, he has no idea what the Bender Boys and Swagnito have in store for him. How would you like a contract?
I don't do contracts.
I think you would make a very good musician. I think you would love a contract. We can make you a star.
Nah, I'm doing what I love. I drive a tow truck and keeping my grandpa's.
Well, Well, here's the thing. How would you like to trade that tow truck in for a Chevy High Country LTZ by signing this contract?
No, I'll keep what I got.
You sure? It could be the 3500 HD model.
Good.
Or, oh no, you're more of a Kodiak 6500 HD.
Hold on.
That's a pretty sweet cab.
Nah.
Are you a Ford man? Is that what it is? You rather have like a Lariat or a big ranch?
No, I'm the kind of guy that's, I'm not picky about the truck type. It's more.
So you drive a Toyota.
Besides that, the joke I make with that one is I can speak. I think it was Japanese or Chinese. Oh, Toyota.
Mitsubishi Honda Nagasaki.
Pretty fucking much.
So Psyops says I should offer you a Peterbilt. I mean, I'm kind of half tempted not to, just on sheer principle that I didn't think of the idea first. So I'm going to split the difference. And I'm going to offer you a Mack.
Those ain't bad trucks.
But it's only going to have one Bulldog logo.
Oh, God, that sounds like a half-scrapped fucking Mack.
No, it'll be custom made. It'll be a Bulldog dead center right on the hood with like a throbbing wang just protruding from it. Just to show that you got big dick energy.
Let's not.
Just a giant Bulldog cock on the hood. Show this ain't the one to fuck with.
Let's not and say we did.
Come on,
but it's funny you say that. I have a friend who super glued a dildo to his dad's truck as a prank.
Oh, that truck had a wang. That truck had balls on it for the day.
He literally told his dad in public, he goes, "Look at your limp dick unicorn truck." I have some interesting friends.
Yeah, you gotta just be careful you don't make friends with the wrong people like Cyrax again or this Tony fella. Are you aware of what Tony's? Do you know what Tony did? You know why?
No, I did not. What did he do?
He was also friends with Cyrax, but he got jealous of Cyrax's fame. He got jealous of the contract Cyrax had. See, so the deal is, Tony got a 70-30 cut. Now, that's very generous. All he had to do was the peanut butter ritual as well as the That's Amore ritual. And he was good. He was taken care of. But now he wants to renege and he thinks he earned more money, but that's just not how it works in the business. So, yeah, let that be a lesson to you.
Nope. I will never be friends with that little fucking Schmeagle fuck.
Yeah, he takes pictures of little kids. He goes.
Not only. Well, yeah.
He got a helmet with a GoPro attached to it to go wheel around the mall.
Oh my god. Why is it when I think about that, I imagine him looking stupid as all fucking hell?
Oh yeah, dude. And you know what he did too? He got chrome nuts to drag around the fucking place too.
Oh god.
So I couldn't offer that on the Peterbilt or the Mac because Tony already did that to his pervert wheelchair.
The pervert mobile.
See, and he got that through the 70-30 cut. I already learned my lesson off that, so I'm ready to offer you a 80-20 cut.
Like I said, I don't do contracts
and I'm not in wheelchairs. That's all. That's our only condition we're gonna have it in the clause. Like you cannot roll around in a wheelchair like Tony does with a GoPro helmet on.
Well, thank God I'm not a fucking pervert.
Well, are you willing to sign a paper over that?
What do you mean?
Are you willing to sign this deal admitting that you're not a pervert and that you're willing to work for the 80-20 cut?
Well, I'm not a pervert, but I'm not signing no deal because...
Well, if you're not a pervert, you have no problem signing this deal.
One, I don't know what exactly the deal is about, so I don't sign shit. 2, I like living my life carefree, so I do anything I can to stay out of trouble, and that's another reason why I cut all ties with Chance, because he's not worth any of the fucking money.
Doesn't change what you're doing over there at all. All it does is it guarantees that you will stay out of trouble. It's pretty much an oath you're taking to not end up like Cyrax.
Wait. If I'm signing a contract stating that I promise to never be Chance's friend again, then yeah, that would be something I would entertain.
Oh yeah, that's.
But staying out of trouble, does that mean if someone fucking does something to piss me off and I punch him in the face, does that count against it?
No, not that kind of trouble. The trouble that Chance and Tony always get into.
So like kid trouble, yeah. I would sign something like that.
Good, we'll get the contract going. We'll mail it over by tonight.
But
and you only have to sign in blood.
I can't say I don't have my dad's temper. I can't say I don't have my dad's temper and I wouldn't punch someone in the face if they came at me the wrong way.
That's not what this is about. This is about you just staying out of the trouble that Chance and Tony get into. So as long as no one's saying it's your turn, cutie, or where's the GoPro, you're good.
Yeah, I have no desire to get in any fucking trouble like that.
Good, because that's in the contract. That's the only way you can fuck up this contract.
To be honest, I'd rather someone shoot me in the fucking head than do any kind of shit Chance does or this Tony person does. Oh, the last person I actually punched in the face was my dad.
How do you feel after that?
I felt better.
Did it give you a hard on?
No, but it gave me a good sense of relief. The fact that, my dad was talking shit about my mom and I fucking knocked him in the face. And he was talking shit about my dead grandpa, so I felt like he deserved it.
Dad drink a lot?
Huh?
Does your dad drink a lot?
The whole story with my dad was when he slept with my mom, got my mom pregnant, he left my mom to go do drugs, and he wasn't in my life until I was about 15 years old. So he was a druggie more than he was an alcoholic. I've never really seen the guy drink, but I know he's done drugs.
Is MC Nemesis your dad?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to like just cross that off as a possibility right now, because like what you're describing is like MC Nemesis to a T. Kidnapped 4 lesbians. There was a child in the room. He had a gun drawn on them. Yeah, it was wild.
My dad's not allowed to own a gun. He's a felon.
Oh, neither is Nemesis, but he still had one. You know, gun laws don't really change the fact that you can still just go out and buy a gun for like $200 off the street.
Yeah, I get that.
See, I live in a state where like it's really like you can't even take a firearm out of your house, but yet you can still go out on the street and buy one. So
I think here in Ohio, you have to open carry without a permit, and you're just not allowed to take your firearm into government buildings such as mail offices, courthouses, and shit.
Yeah, see, there's no open carry where I live. Are you familiar with this man by any chance?
Up.
Fucking A, that's
Fucked
Tony.
Up funny.
That's my mortal enemy. I'm Swagnito.
How's it going?
Tony, don't you come in here with that shit. Yeah. We know what's on your GoPro.
You stay over there, and we'll go over here. You there, me here. I'm getting better at the whole fucking impression thing.
How long were you at the mall when you got that opened out of the box, Tony? How many hours of footage do you have? Swagnito wants to
Where's the hard drive? Where's the hard drive?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Am I correct? Didn't he have all this shit on a hard drive?
He didn't know it was on the thumb drive. He keeps telling everyone.
His grandmother keeps that hard drive for him, and he goes to ask for it whenever he's in the mood.
Oh, God.
His grandma's in on it, dude.
Well, that must be a family fucking thing, then.
Just like Cyrax.
Dude, I heard, and this is rumors, but I heard Cyrax is the product of incest.
I mean, technically, because Rupel is his own brother, father, son, dad thing. So, yeah, technically. But it's kind of hard to tell because sometimes the aunt does slip up. But Sally herself will always say it's her grandkid and not her biological son. But the aunt one time slipped up and said it was her brother.
Now, I've never heard anything about Chance's dad. All I've known is
he killed the mom.
The only thing I've ever heard was Chance's dad was too a pedophile. So there's the whole father like son thing going around.
It's like grandpa, like father, like son. Because the grandfather, it all starts with the grandfather and great grandfather too. Like, so here's what happened. Like, so Chance's mom, well, Cyrax mom was in the trailer with a mutual friend of the parents, but yet the dad is the one that discovers the charred remains. I feel like Rupal was there, killed them, torched the bodies, and then made it like he discovered a fire. Because I feel like he walked in on an affair.
Oh, God.
Because Cyrax's mom was too stupid to burn the house down. She didn't even know how to operate a stove to start it.
Pretty sure he doesn't know how to operate a lot of things to save his own life.
Exactly. That's why Rupal killed the mom.
And I'm pretty sure it would have been a whole nother generation of inbred if...
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you get one more together. Jimmy who?
Jimmy Carrington Craig from Katy, Texas. He's one of Cyrax's #1 advocators. You see the picture right here? Like the picture that we got up right now, that's Jimmy. He's the one that called the cops on Marty.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He called the cops on Marty for attacking his boyfriend Chance. The Wilkins.
I wish my brother Javon was on here because I'm pretty sure my brother would fucking have a lot of fucked up comments to make.
Well, we already know the facts about Jimmy is that he likes to beat women. Like, he sneak attacks them. He punched so many girls in the back of the head when they were unsuspecting to begin with.
Huh.
He's jealous of his younger sister who's more gangster than him. Like, picture this. You're a jiggy-niggy black man in Texas, right? Working at a Papa John's. You got two fine-ass looking managers. They're both, like, nice black women. Like, they're, like, you know, so the sister comes in with her do-rag, her pants sagging, and her piece just hanging out the waist. Those said manager ladies hooked up with the sister because she was more of a man than Jimmy. Right then and there at the Papa John's, they had a clam bake.
Oh, God. Well, that's one way, a clam slam.
Clam slamming, biscuit bumping, pizza in their fingers, whatever else you want to do. They did it with Jimmy's sister.
Lubing the butter.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's see if we can find a picture of Jimmy's sister so you know what you're dealing with. Right there. Look at that hairline.
Oh,
that's
God.
That's the sister that they hooked up with. And look at the brother right there. That's Jimmy, and this is fucking Jaden. Who do you think has a better chance with the ladies?
I would say the sister.
Exactly, and Jimmy knew that too. And that's why he's fucking got a hair across his ass about it, dude. You know he threatened to kill his boss for sleeping with his sister over him?
The fuck?
Yeah. He said he was gonna fucking slit that spooky fag's throat.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He calls his own sister a spooky fag.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You see this man right here? He lives under a bridge.
Barely, but yeah.
That's all I really wanted to say about him. He just lives under a bridge, and he's a fucking total dick. Those who know, know.
I don't, but this sounds like an interesting story.
This guy right here is Obama's son. Obama's legitimate son.
Is that Michelle without the wig?
Oh no, that's their son. That's their only son.
Well, you know where the joke came from, right? The whole rumor of Michelle being an actual man.
Oh, because she has a cock. See, and this is Michelle in transition right here. This is
God.
That's like half transitioned right there. But like, it's crazy what you discover on YouTube. It is. Like this one right here. Like this one. This is Jimmy's other sister. She's normal though. She has an animal rescue.
So then, okay, if there's one normal person in a crazy family, who's going to be the normal person in fucking Chance's family? That's going to be a very hard question to answer.
I feel like the most normal person in that scenario would be, let's see, maybe this person right here.
And who the hell is that?
That's like Jimmy and Cobra's child that they had together.
So I have a question for you. Do you think that baby that Heather had before, do you really think that baby's Chance's, or?
Chance can't get, Cyrax can't get anybody pregnant. His genitals don't work.
Because he, at first he claims it's not his, and now he tells everybody that it's his son.
See, this is Jimmy's dad right here. He's dead.
Oh, God.
It's like you have them all ready to go.
I know there was like no lead in or context to that. It's like, here's a photo of his dead dad. But yeah, so like, could you ever picture it, dude? Tony and Cyrax just fisting each other together in the same room. Well, Jimmy just throws like dollar bills down at them.
Why do I see those two being friends?
They are, dude. They trade photos. Why do you think the hard drive ever became a thing?
Oh, because they work on the hard drive together, collect more photos for each other.
That's exactly it. You see this photo right here? That's Jimmy dating the janitor.
Oh, God. From what I see on that picture, it looks fucked up. But my whole question is, how are these two fucking getting away with it? They should be in fucking jail for this shit.
Oh, Jimmy was proud about the janitor being all up inside of him.
That's disturbing. That's disturbing.
This dude, so Lord CP is what he's known by. He called himself Lord of CP. And he plugged Cyrax's Cash App and said people need to give money to Cyrax, all in the same sentence. That's how it all started, and we discovered him.
Huh.
Yep. So this is where it all gets interesting. Hey, what happened to the other co-host?
I don't know. He probably left.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, see, that's Jimmy and his boyfriend. Here's Jimmy holding a Happy Meal. He likes to eat Happy Meals and gets Little Mermaid toys.
Look, Mom, look what you got.
So do you think it's weird for a grown man cross-country to feed you if you're a grown man? Especially if they're Happy Meals 3 a.m.?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Like,
not a little weird, but that's weird.
Like, so as a grown man, it's pretty like safe to say it's fucking just weird and spooky to eat a 3 a.m. Happy Meal sent by a stranger from cross country.
Yes.
And do you think it's weirder when I tell the DoorDash people to knock on the window and say it's getting spooky?
That's just kind of funny.
See, okay, all right. See, there we go. Like, so that's acceptable, Jimmy. You need to understand this. It's totally acceptable for me to do this. You're fucked.
In my opinion, I have a very fucked up sense of humor. So, you know, if you're fucking with someone and you're knocking on their window, just trying to scare the shit out of them, now that's funny.
All right, so this dude right here, they call him Truth Finder. He has no front teeth. He has bed bugs too.
I want to compare him to someone I know, but I'm going to be nice.
No, you can totally compare him to him. Go for it.
Just like my stepdad.
Oh, shit, Truth Finder. Look at that. You look like his stepdad, you nonce. Oh, yeah, you could totally call Truth Finder a nonce. He knows what it means. It's him.
It's okay. My fucking dad calls me squarehead because when I was younger, my head was bigger than my body.
Damn, that must have been weird.
Like I will admit, I have a huge, big ass fucking head. I'm not afraid to admit it. But it's also a hard head too, and I fucking headbutted. I forget who I headbutted, and I knocked her ass out unintentionally.
Oh, damn.
It was my stepbrother. We were just seeing who had the harder head. So, and we were like 8 years old at the time. I fucking headbutt him, and his ass went down.
There you go. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, this is Jimmy without blackface on. He's a white man that goes around in blackface online.
Now, if you ask me, that's racist.
Oh, yeah, he totally is. Have you ever heard of RBR?
No. Who is that?
Real Brother Radio. You should go check him out. Like, I'm sure, like, you could debate him and win. So did you ever, like, think that being friends with Cyrax, he was going to end up sending you a video you never wanted to see? Like one of him jerking off or something, like unprovoked? That had to have been a fear at one point.
Okay, let's put it to you like this. I never worried about it because I didn't, at the time, I didn't think he was that kind of person until he, how do I put this? He sent a picture like that to someone after I broke up with her. And then he got all butthurt when she told him that I'm bigger, way bigger than he is. And he got all butthurt about it and started calling her a whore and shit.
So he tried to hook up with your ex, is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
And then what'd they do?
They fucking... I get the phone call from my ex. Tell your fucking Smeagol-looking little friend to leave me the fuck alone. I don't want him or his little fucking deformed penis. I'm like, the fuck?
Is your ex?
She goes, yeah, your friend Chance sent me a picture of his penis and started hitting on me.
Like, and how well did she know the Cyrax universe and stuff?
Well, when me and her were together, it was, there wasn't none of the pedophile shit. It was just more of him thinking he was this great fucking musician, that he's going to go somewhere with it. And me and her remember seeing him on video claiming that he's going to sign I think it was Ruthless Records or whatever it was that Eazy-E started, that he claimed he was going to get signed to or some shit like that. I know he was claiming he was going to get signed to a bunch of big name things, and at the time, being his friends, it's like you don't want to be a dick, but you're like, yeah, okay, Chance.
Yeah,
you just kind of treated him like that child who had all these big, who thought all these big things were going to happen to him. So you sit there and you don't want to crush their dreams, but you don't want to be that person that fucking shits all over it. Even though now that I look back at it, I should have been the one to shit on him. But at the time, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sign with Ruthless Records."
Hindsight is
go ahead.
That's all it is. Hindsight is always 20/20. But your friend, was that Kendall Smith?
Well, that was not my ex. It was someone I dated before Kendall.
Okay. Because we weren't sure if it was like someone that's already like gone out on the record saying this about Cyrax too. Because I was gonna say that would even be
nope. Nope. I'm not gonna say her last name because I don't want it fucking come back on me. But her name is Susan and
Sarandez?
No.
Okay. I don't know why I said that. It just kind of was like alliteration. And Susan Sarandez is already like a well-known actress.
No.
Hey, it's SHP, it looks like. Hey, SHP, you've been lunging at your mom with your dick in your hand again. Buddy Boyle.
Sorry, I don't really have anything to add to this. I just like to join with these funny group accounts.
It's always understandable. Yeah, so Boogeyman was just saying, like, this time that Cyrax got fisted by, like, 12 8th graders was fuck.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't put him past, learning what I've learned about him in the past couple months, I wouldn't put it past him to want to get double teamed by the football team.
So, like, do you think Kendall Smith is actually going to fly out there and, like, mollywop him like she made the promise of?
No, but I see her having whoever she's dating right now, if he doesn't quit, I see her having her boyfriend go and take care of him.
Oh, damn, I didn't even know she had a new boyfriend.
He calls himself Dragon.
Is his name Tony?
I don't know what his real name is.
Is he in a wheelchair?
All I know is no.
Does he have a flash drive and a camera on a helmet?
I don't know what he has.
Or is it the same dude that was dating Gothy and Crystal Roberts at the same time?
I don't know. I don't know much about the guy. All I know is that he goes by Dragon.
Is it going to be one of those things that we like end up to find out it turns out to be Gucci's this whole time from IP2 or some weird shit?
I don't know.
So like now who's your money on in this fight? SHP or Jimmy? You got to ask. Who do you think's going to win that fight?
I don't know any of them enough to really say, but
well, here's the facts, like, of what we know about their known fighting abilities. Jimmy is a known, like, sneak attacker. He waits till a woman's back is turned before he just throws a haymaker at the back of their skull. Where SHP is a little bit more like, I want to say, what's the word? Not as sneaky and conniving. Like, what you see is what you get. However, SHP does like to wear armor, where Jimmy just likes to go like out in some weird sex outfit that he wears, like his tights and all this shit, like oil and whatever. But SHP, he wears a ski mask. That's his number one thing. Like, and he likes to lunge head first with his dick in hand. Now, in that scenario, who do you think has the edge?
I want to make a joke. You know, if he's running with his dick in his hand, he could use that thing like a hammer and whop the guy in the fucking head. Fucking knock him out.
No, that's what he did to his mom.
He did.
Huh?
And he just happened to be lucky to have his dick out of his pants at that point. Because, like, there are other videos where his dick doesn't make it out of the pants, rendering it useless.
Honestly, my money will be always be on the person who doesn't do the sneak attack shit, because to me, if you do the sneak attack shit to the wrong person, you're just going to piss them off even more, and they're just going to be even more brutal when they beat your ass.
Yeah, so your money's on SHP.
Yeah.
See, and SHP has also, like, made the offer to fly Jimmy out there to fight him in Poland, Denmark.
Well, SHP, kick his ass.
All right.
I don't promote violence. I encourage it.
All right. Now here's the second question. While SHP and Jimmy are busy fighting, would you bang Ulyssia or SHP's mom?
That's not a good question to ask me. I fucked my own best friend's mom because he pissed me off. So that's
there you go.
A good thing to ask me.
So again, that's 2 for SHP's camp, because SHP's mom is kind of like a MILF, where Ulyssia, you'd have to just have a hate boner.
You have to have a sad boner.
You have to hate Jimmy so much it makes you hard.
Got to take one for the team.
Yeah. I mean, like, it wouldn't be the first time his mom slept with one of, like, his non-dad people. So, like, Jimmy's got, like, a shit ton of, like, half brothers and sisters. He attacked a Vietnam
my God.
the other day.
So what?
This out, man. His dad is a deceased Vietnam vet. Like, okay, so his dad earned veteran status and all that. Jimmy is a known anti-veteran, fucking anti-American, like, supporter. He told 2 veterans that they should have stepped on landmines, and one already had an injury from an IED when he got back from Afghanistan. And then it was, I want to say, what was it, Friday night, or it was either Friday or, no, it had to be like Tuesday. He said he fought a Vietnam vet because he wanted respect, so he attacked one of his brothers, and his dad's brothers in arms.
He eats chicken nuggets that people put on their balls too.
A respectable thing to do is attack a vet. Because I have a few family members that
you bargain out, man.
Hell, I have a brother. He's not my blood brother. His family took me in when I was going through a bad patch in life. Like, I was so depressed, and they took me in. They gave me a place to go, and they brought me out of my depression. Well, he joined the military. So, you know, if you're going to attack military, I got a fucking problem with it.
Jimmy loves to attack military members, current or vet or ex. It doesn't matter. Like, I think one time.
But the thing is, go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, because one time he was coming up with an idea, and it kind of basically almost sounded like stolen valor he was going to attempt.
Yeah, I know a few people that have committed stolen valor and ended up in fucking prison or wherever the fuck they send you.
Yeah, Jimmy, He's a military brat, so he got to like grow up with all those privileges that his dad sacrificed himself for, and he did nothing with it except attack veterans.
What a shame.
Myself, I find it very offensive.
Jimmy is the most unpatriotic and self-hating white black man I've ever met.
Huh. Well, you know, being racist only gets you so far, and it ends up getting you hated by many people.
I didn't protect and serve my country to come home and be mocked by some greasy dwarf.
That's one way to put it.
True.
Yeah. And thank you for your service. No one fucking deserves that. Jimmy, you're a piece of shit.
Thank you, Vladimir. Could you thank me for my service, Leon?
The way I see it is
Sounds like
technically
some
when you're
American anti-patriotic shit about to happen.
Oh yeah. I would, at that point, if he's harassing and, you know, attacking vets and shit, I would label him a terrorist.
Dude, he attacked an elderly vet with his wife. A Vietnam vet. So think about that. Vietnam was like, what, 50 years ago now?
Oh, if I was there, I would have fucking laid the kid the fuck out.
Like, Vietnam lasted, what was it, from like the 60s into the 70s? Before that, it was Korea, the Forgotten War. Then before that, World War II and all that. But yeah, so veterans are like slowly dying. Dad's like one of the Vietnam vets that just passed away recently. And he's like all proud that his dad passed away, and he spit on his casket and shit.
Wow, what a piece of shit.
He did. He bragged about getting that Toyota from him. He's like, I got a Toyota. Fuck my dad. Fuck my dad. And he was singing it, which was really fucked up. And then he had the nerve to fucking Rosa Park me after I brought it up on his stream.
Oh, God. What do you mean Rosa parked you?
He put me in the back. All I did was bring up the fact that he just disrespected the whole nation. And he's like, nah, we ain't having none of that. And he Rosa Parked me.
Oh, God. He wouldn't want to try that shit with me.
I mean, he is really unmanageable at times. Did you know he pulled a gun on a little Mexican lady?
No, not Consuela.
All she was doing was delivering a pizza. And he robbed her at gunpoint. Yeah, he robs the delivery people at gunpoint now that show up to his house.
Is he that fucking poor? He can't afford to pay for his own food. He's got to rob the poor food people.
Yep, he is. But apparently his family owns like multiple properties and all that shit. And like he's a gangster. He runs with the Deuce Crips, whatever that means.
That's funny. I got a friend who's a blood.
Oh, dude, they should totally meet.
My friend would end him in seconds. Oh, that'd be funny.
Like, I don't know how much more I could go on about Jimmy. I mean,
he just sounds like an overall douche. He sounds, in my opinion, from what I've heard about him so far, he sounds like a self-entitled fucking douchebag who, you know, thinks they can do no wrong, and that kind of relates to Chance too, and, you know, deserves to who needs to be spanked by his parents. But something tells me he would get too much joy out of getting spanked by his mommy or daddy. But if it was his daddy, he goes, "Ooh, put it in me, daddy." That's the image I'm getting from this about this guy.
That's pretty much.
He would ask his own biological father to put it in his ass.
Yeah, it's not too far off, actually. Like, the janitor kind of looked like his dad, so that's all I know.
Wait a minute. What if it is? You know, I could sit here and talk shit about people all day if I really fucking wanted to.
Oh, and Jimmy gives you more than enough to work with. I mean, the dude is Cyrax's number one homeboy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up lovers.
Like, it's funny though. Like, every time we try to get Jimmy to denounce Cyrax, he puts up such a fight and never wants to talk shit about Cyrax. Don't you find that odd?
Yeah.
Like right now, like Cyrax, you're a dolphin fucker. I curb stomp you. How about that? See, now Jimmy wouldn't say any of that.
Dude, I would put my fist to his fucking front teeth or whatever he has left of teeth. See, I would knock whatever remaining teeth he has out. Wait, what if I don't think I want to do that, because what if I get an infection from his teeth puncturing my skin? I don't want to get an infection. I may have to rethink this. I got to take into account that he might have rabies.
That's always a strong possibility with those type of Cyrax people.
I don't want to catch the rabies. I got to think this shit through.
But, like, you got to think about it. Like, someone like Jimmy. Now, if you were to go through the ranks and earn, like, I don't know, an ensign rank in, like, one of the branches, and to hear someone talk shit about it, I don't know. He deserves, like, a week in the hole.
No, you know what I say? Someone who's against, our military, I think we should put him on the front line solo.
See, but this
and tell him if he doesn't go and engage the enemy, that he's just going to be executed, point blank gun.
See, and Jimmy is the enemy. He talked about flooding the streets of his neighborhood with drugs.
Selling illegal guns to minors.
Yeah, he did. He talked also about shaving the firing pin down to make his weapons full auto.
Oh my God. God save this country. What's up?
I know the ATF don't like modifications done to, firearms to make them not fully auto,
Oh, yeah.
If you served.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's usually like a random house search that they do like once a month on average. But Jimmy don't know nothing about that yet.
Huh. Interesting.
So, like, when it came to the moment you discovered the truth about Cyrax, what was your initial reaction? Like, were you really surprised, or were you, like, more justified in, like, the hunch that you might have had something was up?
At first, I didn't think nothing was up. I just think people were bullying him and all this shit. And I just thought, because even from the beginning, I'm like, you give this guy some advice and he basically tells you, fuck you, or he just doesn't listen because, he would complain about our people picking on him, and you would tell him to ignore it. Don't make videos in response to the person. And what does he do? He goes and makes these videos threatening the person. And then when he threatens the person and the person steps up there on their end and be like, oh, I'll beat the living fuck out of you, you little bitch. And then he takes it a step further. It's like, okay, dude, I can't, defend that. I can't defend that. That's on you.
I mean, that like kind of hits it on the head for a lot of people. Like, I noticed what you just said kind of correlates with a bunch of people that were like involved with Cyrax before all the uncovering. Like there was a hint that, like, yeah, you know he's off, but to what degree off is he?
Yeah, I think it was around Marty when his whole thing with Marty, when I just kind of started taking a bigger step back, and I'm like, dude, you're going a little too far with this shit.
What does he look like?
Cyrax was going too far, right?
Yeah. And, Cyrax has tried to ask me, and I didn't agree to it, because it's not my battle between him and Marty, but he's tried to ask me, to deal with Marty myself, and I'm like, dude, I don't know the guy. I'm not going to go after someone I don't personally know, and I don't know the full story.
What does he look like in real life?
Who, Cyrax?
Yeah.
Basically, he's short as fuck. He looks like he looks on fucking YouTube, but he's short. I would classify me standing next to him. I'd kind of classify him as a midget. And that's.
Does he look like he's not human?
He looks like a failed lab experiment.
Rough.
Oh, was that too harsh?
No, I don't mind.
I mean, he does kind of look like one of those Half-Life 2 creatures.
That's rough for him having to look like a failed lab experiment, I guess.
I believe innocent until proven guilty. So that's why at first I didn't believe the whole pedophile shit.
No, he's guilty as fuck.
And when I finally started believing it is when I had someone on an old account reach out to me and tell me that I can't believe you're friends with this Chance Wilkins person. He is sending inappropriate messages to my 14-year-old daughter, and I hope you would reconsider, being friends with someone like that, because, and I'm trying to remember everything that was said in that message. He doesn't deserve to have people back him up for doing shit like this. It's not justifiable. So then I'm like, so if I have some person reaching out to me telling me this shit, there's got to be something going on that he, trying to hide. So that right there kind of clicked in my head, you know what? Maybe he is guilty of this shit. And I said, if he is guilty, I don't need to be involved in it. So that's when I decided cut ties with the bastard.
Good idea.
Huh?
So that was a good idea.
Yeah, I just, I've asked people for some proof. They said they emailed me proof, but I've never gotten no emails.
There's 100% proof he's definitely a pedophile.
Well, this was before I got a message from whoever messaged me. I was asking people for like proof and shit, but then yet again, the email I had at the time did get hacked and I lost access to it. So, they could have messaged me it. I just never got it because I lost the email.
Okay.
So, I'm not saying that nobody ever did send it, but I can say I never got any of it.
It's fair to wait until you've got proof, I guess. Can't fault you for expecting proof. There's a bold I
believe in, show me the evidence.
Yeah.
See, as long as there's evidence, it doesn't even matter if it goes through the court. There's evidence that he is, so even though he hasn't been caught in the crime scene itself, there's still evidence enough that he will go out of his way to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So and now I kind of seeing how he's going through what he's going through with assaulting that person, and seeing how his mom or grandma is defending him and babying him, I kind of see how he escaped any possibility of going to jail for the targeting children.
Yeah.
Because mommy's protecting him.
Well, the laws work funny in some places as well. If it's not an actual child that you messaged, even if you thought it was a child, sometimes the law doesn't charge against that. I don't know how it works, but I know sometimes they can get off of it with it.
No, the only thing that saves Cyrax is because he never physically went to the meetup spot.
Okay, that was
If
it.
he went, the cops even said it to everybody that tries to set him up. He needs to physically get to the spot to be arrested. Because if he never leaves his house, they can't get him on actually committing it in the act at the moment.
I knew it was something to do with like a loophole.
Pretty much. Like, they should, even though they have all that shit, they should still just be able to drag him out of his house because they already know what he's going to do.
Yeah. I have to go anyway, guys, so I'll catch you later. If you could thank me for my service again before I go, that would be great.
Thank you for your service. Your turn.
Yeah. Come on, Boogie Man. Are you not going to thank me? Come on, Boogie Man. Please thank me for my service.
You got to thank the vet.
Oh, sorry. I was reading a message. Thank you for your service, dude.
Okay. I'll catch you later, man.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, man. Cyrax is no good. They got to, like, take him out back and beat him in the, like, with, I don't know, horse whips or something.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Low-key agree with you. Like I said, I don't promote violence. I encourage it. But what also pissed me off with the guy is the fact that, someone would, pick on him because he doesn't know how to keep his fucking trap shut. He uses me as a threat. And I don't like it when people do that. It pisses me off because I'm not nobody's personal weapon. I'm not nobody's bodyguard. I definitely don't get paid to be his fucking bodyguard. So therefore, he doesn't have the fucking right to use me as a threat.
So, like, that's how you all came into it, because he thinks that you're his, like, angel.
Well, the way he addresses it is, I'm one of them people that don't, fuck around. I will step up for the people I care about. He thinks I care about him more than just a friend. No, he's just a friend. All he was a friend.
Well, Cyrax does have a crush on burly dudes.
Now he can keep having crushes. Not like anything's gonna fucking happen. I have a girlfriend. She would fucking kick his ass in a second if he told me he had a crush on me. Hell, if he told me that shit, she would have told him, yeah, I don't want you talking to my boyfriend no more. Bye, bitch. But that's to be expected when you're in a relationship. Your girlfriend doesn't want you being friends with someone who has feelings for you like that.
I mean, and he was going to make every move possible he could to woo you.
It would have never worked. I don't swing that way. Not that I have a problem with people who are...
he was going to just start dangling his dick with the stylus poking from it, just helicoptering it at you, dude. It would have been heinous.
If he would have sent me an image like that, I think I would have blocked him. I would have told him to go fuck himself, and then I would have blocked him.
Well, it's because...
And then I would have trolled him. Sorry.
I mean,
go ahead.
Like,
go ahead,
really
sorry.
Look at Cyrax doing his thing. You don't want to look at him doing his thing. Yeah. Usually at that point, you see like all the scabs and bedbug bites everywhere. And we all saw what he did with that stylus. That thing was clean before it went in, and it was dirty when it came out, and he put it back in his mouth.
Ooh! I'm gonna throw up. I don't want to lose my breakfast.
We
But
were
yeah,
all
you know,
scarred by that. We all saw it,
that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
and well, it should. It haunts us all. That's why we're here.
I think we all need to start a therapy group. Just saying. We can help each other heal from the traumas of Cyrax.
See, and this is why Jimmy always beats up prostitutes. He blames Cyrax for it.
Damn it, Cyrax, why did you make me hit this girl?
That's 100% what he said in his last court case.
Oh my god. You know, I've heard a thing about him hitting Sally, so you know.
Oh yeah, dude, he hit Sally with his dick in his hand, just like SHP did.
Now, if I love my son, but if my son ever fucking hit me, and he was a grown, and I'm putting myself in this situation, if my son was a grown ass fucking man, and he lived with me, and he put his hands on me, I would make him move
While
out.
his penis is erect in his hand, though, you got to keep that in mind.
That just makes it disturbing and fucked up. That makes it.
See, and that's where SHP gets off.
Rex, yeah. Rex does kind of strike me as a person that would, you know, attack someone from behind when they least expect it. Or the only time he would confront you face to face is if he had a weapon, but then he'll claim he was defending himself and his family, claim that you were threatening his family. And I'm going to say this right now, he has threatened my son, and I told him if he ever threatens my son again, I will personally threaten the people he cares about, because he is fucking with my child's life. He is threatening my son's life, and I don't take too kindly to that. Threaten me all you fucking want. Don't threaten my child. My son is a good kid.
That's fucked up. I didn't know he attacked your son verbally.
Oh, yeah, he told me that if I'm going to let, because this was when I denounced him, he goes, if you're going to let, you know, all these people, if you're going to stop being friends with me because you have a kid, and all these people are coming out with these rumors about me being a pedophile, which are not true, then I'm going to do something to your son. And I told him, I said, oh, but you don't like people threatening your family. You threatened my son, so I hope you know. Remember what you call me. Remember what my nickname is. I said, dude, I will fucking torture your family in front of you if you ever threaten my son again.
I mean, rightfully so. He would have deserved it. He still does deserve it.
But I'm the kind of messed up that I would cook Sally into a pot of chili and make Chance eat Sally. If I really, really wanted to go to that place in my mind. If I really wanted to go to that dark place. Not saying I'm gonna.
Well, you might have a chance because rumor has it Sally's a swinger.
Okay. I'm gonna go pour. I'm tempted to go pour bleach in my eyes because I do not want to imagine that. You can speak if you want.
Oh, sorry. I was just cooking myself some food real quick.
Oh, what you making?
Burrito right now.
Damn. I wonder what I'm gonna do for lunch. I'll probably have a salad since I'm sticking to my diet. But, you know, looking back on everything, I question what even led me to be friends with Chance. Like, I know part of me felt bad for him, but I'm
I
kind
mean,
of
like you said, a lot of people fall victim for his physical appearances, and he likes to milk it.
yeah, I'm kind of pissed off at myself for that.
See, sometimes I wonder if I was just raised fucked up to like be like, okay, he looks fucked up, so he is fucked up. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. He kind of proved, you know, some stereotypes right. If you look fucked up, you might be a little fucked up. But then, yet, there are people that look completely normal and they end up being fucked up.
I mean, the first red flag is that he wears kids' clothes as a grown man.
Yeah. But then, yet, you know, you can't really say that because there's a lot of short people that, you know, they can still fit into kids' clothes. So that
I
one's
meant,
a
like,
big
themed,
iffy.
not. I meant themed. They were all like shows geared towards kids.
Oh, okay, then yeah. You know, I'm a big sports fan, so I wear a lot of sports gear. So, you know.
Yeah, but he was like a grown man, like pushing mid-30s, wearing shows that he had no business watching that didn't exist when he was that age.
Let's not forget the guy has no shoulders. So I wonder what it would look like to him actually trying to throw a punch. I wonder if he punched you if you just giggle. These are all interesting questions.
They are. It's kind of curious. It's peculiar.
I'm curious to know if one punch would kill him or just knock him out for, you know, a long period of time.
I think it depends on how hard he gets hit.
I don't know. I can hit pretty hard.
I mean, whoa, that's a good point, chat. Let's see, who's that comment? Tiga said, yeah. Cyrax always likes to wait until a woman's back is turned to strike, just like Jimmy does.
Yeah, the problem with me, you know, as much as I would like to slap the goblin around, we all know he's a big cop caller, so, and it's not worth my freedom. As much as I really want to just smack, you know, just take the back of my hand and pimp slap him, tell him now he's my bitch. But I'm pretty sure, you know, he'd be a lot of people's bitches if they all acted on impulse and backhanded him.
You gotta let him come to you like Marty did.
Oh, yeah. Marty played it smart. I will give him credit. I don't know the guy, but Marty played it smart. He let Chance come to him. He didn't go at Chance. So we should all take a page out of Marty's book and let him come to us. But I think the one difference from me and Marty is I wouldn't show mercy. The minute he came at me, I would have been all out of mercy.
Because it's a little bit more personal. You guys met in real life, right?
Oh, yeah. The time I met in real life is because, you know, we weren't getting along at the time, and he said that I'm too afraid to come fight him, that he would kick my ass. And I was hanging out with friends that day, and all of my friends looked at him and looked at me and goes, they were all like, is this kid for fucking real? my friend literally goes, dude, you used to play hockey and you used to play football. You would fuck him up without even busting a sweat. I'm like, yeah. So then they're like, dude, you need to show up and show them you're not afraid. So it was my friends that were like, you need to show up. And it was even because me and Candle were dating at the time. She even says, yeah, you need to show up and show him you're not a fucking pussy like he's telling everybody you are. So she drove me there and I showed up and he was trying to be all buddy-buddy. I mean, yeah, at one point she wanted me to actually fucking cause physical harm, but because I had my phone on me and I was ready to hit record and all this, and I was going to make a video, I did record some of it, but when he stopped, you know, when he was trying to be all buddy-buddy, I just hit end on record. But I just remember him. And before I left, I'm like, so I thought you were gonna whoop my ass if I showed up on your porch. What's up with that? But it seems
Drax is a coward.
He's this wannabe gangster, and wait, who said it? He's a wankster. He's a wannabe gangster.
Yeah, he is. He likes to use the Juggalos as his gang.
I don't need to rely on anybody, but I definitely won't show up to a fight alone because you never know if the person you're going to fight has brought people, and I'm not going to risk 1v8 or 1v10 shit like that. But knowing Chance, if I would have whooped his ass, Ed would have came out and tried to fucking jump on me, and I would have probably broken an old man.
Yeah, but as long as you're on the sidewalk, it's all good.
Oh, no. The way I did it is I went up to his house and this was before the whole protesting thing against him. It was like I knocked on his door, said, and his Ed answers. I'm like, is Chance home? He goes, Chance is in bed. And this was like 1 p.m. I'm like thinking to myself, that's kind of funny to be asleep during the day. And I swear to God, I think I made the comment, what, is he a fucking vampire? But he comes out, and I have my arms. Yeah, I have my arms crossed. He comes out, and he's like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, yep, I'm here. So as soon as Ed shut the door, I said, so I thought you were going to fight me if I ever showed up to your house.
And right there, he must have started with the, whoa, I'm sorry, I'm Cyrax.
Nope, he changed the subject and started talking about how'd you get here and what you doing here. And I said, well, I didn't tell him who, I lied to him. I didn't tell him who brought me there. Because, if I would have told him Candle brought me there, he would have probably called the cops right then and fucking there. And then try to, he's trespassing. But then yet, he did kind of invite me onto his property.
It's the whole catch-22.
The whole, comment of show up and I'll beat your fucking ass comment. He was inviting me to his property.
He asked for it. You delivered.
But I'm not the guy that's going to throw the first punch. I'm smarter than that. I even told him, I said, go ahead, you get the first punch.
And what'd he do? He ran away, right?
Nope, he sat on his porch and tried to have a conversation with me, and I told him, I remember telling him, you ever threaten to beat my fucking ass or tell me I'm fucking afraid of you, I said, next time I show up, you're getting your fucking ass kicked either way. There's not going to be no pretending to be friendly.
Well, I mean, he earned it, so you got to deliver.
Because if you've noticed since I've denounced him as a friend, he doesn't really say much about me. Besides, because I'm pretty sure he's told someone, "Oh, you guys cost me my friendship with Paul," shit like that. But he's not once said shit about me as far as I know.
It's funny because he never says anything about that with Lord CP. Like him and Lord CP are still friends.
Oh, I'm not friends with them. Far fucking from it.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm just saying Cyrax, he never denounces Lord CP and vice versa. That right there is a dead giveaway.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think he knows that, if he were to say I'm afraid of him and I wouldn't show up, that I'd actually fucking would because of that day. So I think me showing up kind of showed him I'm not afraid of him.
Yeah, and you got to, like, because otherwise he'd be staring at you with that sniggly ass fucking face right there.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he'd be fucking talking shit about me out the fucking ass right now.
Dude, he would, and he'd have that dumb smile that he has on his face in most of his pictures.
And thinking he's going to get away with it.
Oh, dude, he thinks he gets away with a lot, man. Like, especially in photos.
I think what he needs is... He needs to be, if he doesn't go to jail, he needs to be put in I'm trying to think of what it's called, where they send adults, group home, where, him acting like this, the group home will take away.
He needs to be locked up in jail. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I know, but there's a chance he might not. I think the very least he needs to be in a group home. Yes, he deserves jail, but the very least he deserves being put into a group home, because the group home, if he acts the way he acts, one, they'll take away internet privileges and they'll revoke a lot of his privileges. Two, he'll be forced to actually help out around the house, and he'll be forced to actually become a contributing member to society. Because I have a friend who used to work in a group, live in a group home, and they forced him to get a job. They, told him if you're not home by a certain time.
Well, it was because he wanted to do better for himself. If he doesn't want to do better for himself, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they'll still punish him, and I know a lot of...
You go to a more stricter facility, you just go to an actual lockdown facility.
Yeah. I have a friend, and I think it's stupid. He's in jail right now because he flipped someone off, and in return, a little kid that was right by him flipped someone off. So he went to jail because that guy he flipped off and he got the kid to flip off fucking got out and beat the shit out of his brother. So it's like he's in jail for that, and they put him in one of them kind of houses.
That sucks that, like, now he has staff and all that, and he has to, like, ask when he's got to take a piss.
Well, he doesn't have to take a piss, I don't believe. Last I ever heard about him was he's actually... My friend is the cockiest motherfucker you'll ever meet. He's like Chance. He's cocky. But, he's the kind of guy who goes, "Oh, I'm not afraid to fight you." He's that kind of person. And the reason why
he gets in restraints a lot then.
But he has more self-restraint than Chance. He doesn't sit there and run his fucking suck pump or pie hole or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and just to start shit. He doesn't go and do shit just for attention. He's the kind of guy that stays to himself, but when you start talking shit to him, that's when he'll talk shit back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like he's not doing anything unprovoked.
Pretty much. And the guy he flipped off was his high school bully. And that's the fucked up part.
Damn.
So I
He's another
understand.
like that's another common thread. Like high school seems to be the peak for these people.
Yeah. I mean, the guy he flipped off was his high school bully, and I kind of like, yeah, I don't blame you for that. I would, if I had a high school bully, I'd flip him off too.
Yeah, like it's one of those things. Like it just has to play out, I guess. I don't know.
So how did you learn about Chance or Cyrax or whatever the fuck?
Oh, fucking YouTube algorithm sent me this way.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Like, so they decided to say videos you might be interested in. Chance Wilkins bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it started with King Cobra. It was a King Cobra intro thing about like what he was up to, like after everybody thought he died in May, and then Cyrax popped up from there, and it was like all these old like Tyler NY and MBM skits, like when they were trying to get Tyler and Cyrax to race before Marty got the Drift King, like all that stuff. So I was there like, to see the downfall of Riker, like the appearance and downfall of Riker all in 1 month.
Well, that's an interesting way to find out about somebody.
Yeah, YouTube said this shit was funny, and they did not disappoint.
He is a disturbed person, I would say.
I mean, like, I feel like a Hollywood studio couldn't write this type of gold.
Yeah, but if we made this into a movie, what would we call it?
Oh, it already is a movie. It's called Cyrax is a Piece of Shit. Here's a movie.
Oh, I would call it When Trolls Learn About Technology. Oh, no, When Gremlins Learn About Technology. My bad. I don't even remember how me and Chance met originally.
See, I never met or really interacted with Cyrax. I was just always in the chat, interacting with other people in the chat.
Oh, that makes sense. You could tell it didn't mean nothing to me because I don't even remember how I met the fucking bastard.
I mean, yeah, he is meaningless. And the grand big thing. If it's not entertainment and you're not trying to keep him offline, there's no point.
Dude, you know how many times that's...
I feel like the entertainment part is secondary to like just getting him offline.
Yeah, but we all know he's not going to listen.
No, we know, but I feel like the main objective should just be to torment him till he finally stays away. Because I could give two shits about really the content as long as he's just miserable not being online.
Dude, I heard, he called me. He's not supposed to have internet. From what I heard and what he told me, that his landlord, the last time I really had a conversation with him was when his landlord was going to evict him because of the fact that people were showing up at his house causing damage, but because he's basically inviting the people. And he told me that his landlord said that either they get evicted or they get rid of their internet. And he tells everybody, I'm getting rid of my internet or I get evicted, but come to find out he's not. But then why is he still living in the house? He calls me asking me to help him not get evicted. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm not paying your rent. I'm not paying your bills. I'm not fucking doing any of that shit.
I bet
I
you it's
said-
a buddy troll got him a hotspot. That's the only
Probably.
thing I can see. If he's not stealing, I don't think he's smart enough to know how to steal neighbors' Wi-Fi. So I think it's like one of those fucking Kiwi or whatever people that got him a hotspot.
Probably.
I mean, that Machete Steve guy was all offended that he didn't get a shout out from Cyrax when he bought him a robe.
Huh. People need to stop wasting their money on the Goblin.
So would you say then you'd be willing to take another drive out there to protest in front of his house too?
Someone come pick me up and let's go make a road trip of this.
There we go. You've heard it, folks. Boogeyman's ready to protest if anybody can pick him up.
I love a good little, I like traveling. Well, now that he's gone, I hope everybody has a good day. We had fun here, and it wasn't as boring as I thought it was going to be. It was far from boring. I got to meet a few people, touch ground. Kind of was hoping people would, join and ask a few questions. Because sometimes I don't always know what to talk about. So it made it a better stream than I had anticipated. So thanks for joining us. Have a nice day. I am going to go for a walk. Maybe go to the gym. Have a nice day, y'all.